We are coming to the beginning. And what we really want to do is be able to hear from some of you all. So this is kind of a closing that we've done for quite some time, where we get to invite you all up to the stage. For those of you who are dealing with anxiety issues and you want to explore those anxiety issues, great place to do it. If there's a website that you really want to pitch, now's probably not the time to pitch it. But if there's something that you want to share and contribute, we would love just to get a sense of what's going on in your heart and your mind and your body right now. And we'd love to kind of make a space for that. So we have about 10 minutes for that.
1 minute per person.
So if you're interested in sharing something, we'll have about 60 seconds per person. Please come up to either those stairs or those stairs, whichever is easiest, and we will get a chance to share. If you can say your name, where you're from. And again, it's not the time to be mentioning websites and nonprofits you want funding for, or for-profits you want funding for. It's just really a way to be sharing honestly what your own experience is. So we have bells and we have people. We probably won't get to everybody. We'll get to who we can. So please come on up. Hi. Emily Hine, nice to meet you. We need a mic.
We're getting a mic right
is
now.
coming.
You might have to lend her yours. Just lean in.
Talk near me.
It's all about leaning in and belonging.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And it can be positive or negative. It can be whatever it is, whatever is truly what's going on.
Thank you. I'm Emily Hine, and I think what was so unique about this conference for me is that I really took into account listening to my body and listening to what wanted to come through in this conference. So for example, there are so many things to do. I sometimes felt overwhelmed, and so I would just listen in and decide from the body where I wanted to go. And what ended up happening is I didn't see as many things as I have in the past. I didn't see as many presentations. But I met amazing people, magical connections with, potential partners, potential investors. I could never have done that if I hadn't listened to my body, and I felt like I didn't have to try and do everything. So from that perspective, the body wisdom and the amazing people here really made this magical for me.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
John Halcyon, and
You can, wherever you want to say.
my first year here was like 4 years ago, and I felt like I was so excited by all the meditative talk and bringing peace into the workplace, and it kind of felt a little bit like we were celebrating our peace in our ivory towers a little bit, and I was kind of hungering a little bit for a little bit more, bringing it into the world, and I just feel like this year was so awesome at that. And there was so much of bringing our practices into the world. And then it was so profound and so pushing so hard in that direction that I started to get a little freaked out and feel a little guilty that I already thought I was doing a lot in the world. and then so thankful to John and Katie, who then brought that back to a place where maybe it's not about doing more, it's about just going deeper and following that love and allowing that to be the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Jennifer Barr. What a privilege to share this time with you and to hear the speakers. I've been wanting to have business make a difference in the world since I got a Wharton MBA at a time when it wasn't very popular to think that way, but with military and government being less strong, I think business is the most powerful institution in the world. And this is my 9th Wisdom 2.0, and every year it's been a chance to feel my own personal passion is fed and to meet people who are doing other things in the world that makes a difference, because I think we're all going to need to build partnership for positive things that we want, and this is such a great venue. Thank you.
First, I'd like to say thank you, Soren, for creating this space. My name is Alessandra, and this is my first Wisdom 2.0. I'm really inspired to be here with such like-minded leaders. My passion is to bring mindfulness to work. And what I heard here on the stage, on the various stages, about the type of leadership that is emerging as an effective one, which is about developing relationships with your self-awareness first and finding and promoting that in others. So thank you for the inspiration, and I'm really looking to honor what I've learned here to do better for us in the world. Thank you.
Thank you.
I came here because I wanted to give a hug to Soren. And thank him for all the emotions and the connections and all the things that I have lived since I arrived. It's my second time coming from France. I think we are quite more and more each year to come from Europe, so it's great. Great meeting everybody. So thank you, and see you next year.
Thanks, Soren. My name's Bridget Bailey, and what I wanted to share was it's my first time here. Meditation and mindfulness has been a huge part of my life for about 10 years, and I didn't know about Wisdom 2.0 previously, and when I found out, was so excited, and the event has been above my expectations. And specifically what stood out to me about this kind of the group that you put together to present was that it felt really well balanced as far as diversity, women, and many of the criticisms that the meditation or mindfulness or Silicon Valley being rich, white, and male. So that I thought that there was a really great balance of different speakers who were from different backgrounds. And I thought that one thing that is a suggestion is really around diversity in the attendance. And so maybe putting a challenge out there for a scholarship fund for specifically for diversity or for people who can't afford to come.
Thank you.
So as long as there's hugs going around, I'll take a hug. So my name is Jeff. I'm from Vancouver in Canada, and I've had a bit of a shout out to some Canadians. Thank you. It's been a very crazy year for me. I really personally gone through a bit of a transformation from sort of type A finance, sales, business guy to now I'm at a startup where they jokingly and lovingly call me the chief yoga officer. So I think for me, this is actually part of my practice. So I want to thank everybody because I've met a lot of amazing people, amazing lineup, including the finish. I mean, that was just ridiculously funny. I laughed really hard. But the thing for me, the biggest thing for me is I'm kind of like, I've left things behind, and now I'm stepping into what I know is the true me. And so part of this is I see you, and here I am.
Thank you. Which way are we going? I get confused.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name is Brandon, and last year at the closing, I sang a few lines of a song, and I felt nervous about it, and then I thought I want to come back and add one more line to it, and so I'm still nervous, but I'm feeling a little less nervous, and so I'll sing it to you really briefly. There is a jewel in a lotus flower unfolding deep within my soul. To be a jewel in a lotus flower unfolding is the highest goal. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Thank you.
Woo! Woo! Gorgeous.
Thank you. My name's Nicolette, and I live in Los Angeles. And what I got out of this conference is at the very first door that I walked in, I said, this is my tribe. And it was so good to just be home. And I walked around. I brought a co-founder with me of a company, but I didn't know that I knew
people here, and I knew like 10 people, and it was really sweet. So I feel at home here, so thank you.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Rachel, and this is my first time here and my first day here. I was gifted this great experience by someone I'd really admire, and I was so grateful to be here, similar to what my friend just said. I don't know her, but you're my friend, about being in kinship with people who care deeply and want to take action and see the world in ways that may be similar to mine or not, but are interested in engaging some questions, some core questions. And one of the core questions that I am really concerned with and thinking about a lot is, how do we start to think about our world in new ways? I think we live in a society where we've been trained to think very linearly and in very binary ways. So A plus B plus C equals this, and we send our Harvard and our MIT grads to schools that can hone their minds in this way, but to me it looks like a lot of the challenges we have to solve are complex systems problems. So I would love to see this conference finding ways to think in complex systems, work in complex systems, and one opportunity that I see for that is if we had the opportunity to add $10 to our ticket to fund those volunteer tickets for people like me who got a chance to come here today, I think that would be really special.
Thanks.
So I offer that.
Hi, my name is Suzanne Shirkin. I'm here from Toronto, Canada. Really happy to be here. And this is my very first time being here. The funny story about me being here is that my friend Helen Goldstein, who is part San Franciscan and part Torontonian, invited me to come to this conference. She didn't really tell me anything about it. She said, it's a really great business conference you have to come to, you'll really love it. I had no idea what I was going to, and I trusted her completely. People said, you're going to San Francisco, what do you do? I said, I don't know, I think people are happy there, I'm just gonna go there. And so I came here, and I have to say that I thought I was doing a really good job being a facilitator, trainer, coach in Toronto. I had no idea there was a whole different way of being where you could actually bring your vulnerability, you could actually be personal, you could actually swear on stage, you could actually be somebody who could connect. I had no idea. So I'm going home to bring all this stuff back. And Soren, I would love to invite you to come to Toronto. It would be so great, because of course, I know the guy, another one came from Vancouver. Toronto, of course, is the center of the universe in Canada. So it would be great if you came to Toronto with this conference. It would change people's lives. We are so stuck in corporate ways. It would be an honor, a gift for you to bring this fabulousness to Canada.
Thank you. I think you're going to do a great job on your own, but I'm...
Okay. My name's Anya. And I leaned over to my new friend up there, and I said, I feel like I have to say something. And what struck me as I was standing there was that I did not say, I think I have to say something. And that for the last 3 days, I have been in the flow state, and I have sustained that. And I spoke to Dan Siegel just for a second, and I don't know if anybody else noticed, but those cones that he had in one of his slides of the plane of possibility are all over this, this space. And that the fact that I have been experiencing the flow state for 3 straight days is so symbolic of this as the possibility. Like, this is the potential that we have to create. This is the world. When we're all present so deeply, this is what it's like. And I'm so blessed. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tony Trunk. I'm from Dallas, Texas. One of the things I wanted to make sure to tell you all is how amazingly beautiful you are when I'm walking through the hallway and I can see in your eyes that loving kindness, that consideration, that heartfelt desire to really touch. This has been an amazing conference for me. The thing that has stood out the most is the the courage that I've seen, both from people on the stage and also in the tribes. People are really reaching out, helping us get past the blocks that we have, helping us move ahead and get into that space where we feel more loved, more kindness. And thank you all for being part of my tribe.
Hello, my name is Manuel, and I am a Silicon Valley elected official and have really appreciated the insights that have been given during this Wisdom 2.0 about how we stand and engage in these political times. And I'm partly walking away with an image of Ram Dass's altar with sacred objects, and at the dead center is Donald Trump. You know, my work is about bringing the depth of the life process and wisdom principles deeply into politics and the public process, but also to reinterpret politics to people like us who are about authenticity and wholeness, because I think there is a cultural misperception about what is available and what's necessary deep inside the process. I'm going to close with this quote from the Institute of Noetic Sciences. The sun of a new evolutionary culture is rising, uniting the mind of a scientist, the heart of a mystic, and the soul of a pilgrim to forge a new humanity. For too long, our world has labored under polarized worldviews that pit us against ourselves and each other. It is time now to share a new wholeness. We truly were born for such a time as this. We inherit millennia of evolution and stand on the shoulders of our ancestors as we bridge worlds of science and spirit to call forth a more luminous future, a global culture that is peaceful, sustainable, and whole. My name is Manuel, first initial J Manuel Herrera, Silicon Valley elected official. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Stephen Fleiter, and I live here in San Francisco. This conference blew my mind. It's my first time here. At the beginning of the year, I did a vision board, and I put that logo on it, and it was awesome to open my laptop and host a dinner last night. And I work in addiction treatment, I've gone to tons of different conferences, and there's always like a vibe, it's people are trying to get something, and here I've just felt like a lot of people are just here to give, and that's like a totally different vibe, and so I'll be here next year, and I just love meeting everybody, and thanks for bringing all this together. So.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa Rose, and I just live over the bridge in Marin County. Along with hearing some really diverse and very inspiring speakers, I think the most impactful for me has being in a culture for 3 days of kindness and care. And that has felt really good to my body and my heart and my being. So thank you for helping to create that culture. And you host a great party.
Hi, hello everybody. My name is Daria, and a good friend of mine just texted me that I should go on stage and say hi. So I'm here, and I use this chance. I'm here volunteering, and I'm very grateful for this conference, for this amazing experience, because I had a chance to attend a couple of sessions. I was very impressed, and I was always dreaming about seeing Jon Kabat-Zinn live, and my little dream came true. And my goal is to try to spread out this meditation thing to this Generation Z, to which generation I belong. So thank you so much, and really bless you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Where are you from?
Russia.
Russia. You're from Russia. You came here from Russia. Oh, or you came from Russia here.
Hi, everyone. My name is Betty, and I came here from Oakland. And Oakland! And I just wanted to say that I've been coming to this conference for a number of years now. And every year I notice that there's different themes that start to emerge. And this year I felt like the conference and all the attendees that I talked to anyway have really pivoted around what's going on in the world. So this conference has a special relevance and resonance. And so the themes that came out around speaking one's truth and being courageous, and also about the embodied awareness, felt so important and so right on for me. So thank you so much for responding that way. And also I work in education at the intersection of spirituality, education, and creativity. So the effect on kids of this is just really important. And so thanks to everyone for bringing it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, we are, can you go back to the slide? We are going to do next year a Jamie Zimmerman Award. Jamie was a dear member of our community and also a colleague of Dan's at ABC who passed away this last year, actually while she was coming to Hawaii to do a retreat we were holding there. So in honor of her, we'll be announcing the Dr. Jamie Zimmerman Award along with our friend, do you want to say anything, Amadine? So we're collecting funds, and we'll be getting that, and we'll be announcing the winner next year at Wisdom 2.0. Yes?
So for the one who don't know Jamie Zimmerman, she was a really remarkable human being. She was a medical doctor, a mindfulness teacher, a writer. She used to work for ABC, Deepak Chopra, Sonima, and Wisdom 2.0. And she unfortunately died at the age of 31. So to honor her legacy, we decided to open this award just to support the mindfulness project in US who are suffering, who don't find financial support, and we collect a fund from Deepak Chopra and all of from our employers. So it will be online soon this week, the application form. So thank you for spreading the word. Thank you.
Thank you.